Hello. Good day to everyone. I am Christian Frederick Asistin, and this is my Electronics 1 laboratory project. So, first of all, what are the contents of my video presentation or my video project? So, in this presentation, you will know what is the design of my amplifier, what are the advantages and disadvantages of my circuit, what is the measured parameters such as power, bandwidth, and application factors such as voltage gain, current gain, and etc. You'll eventually um, you'll eventually solve for those later part. Fourth is the demonstration of how the simulation run and its plot. And lastly, I will demonstrate how the parameter values were extracted. So, first of all, what do you think a MOSFET is? So for me, it is a semiconductor device that is commonly used in electronic equipment to shift and amplify electrical signals. It is a great choice for time signal linear amplifiers since its input impedance is so high that they're easy to bias. As you can see in the picture, it has three pins that make up the device: the source, gate, and the drain. Another definition of MOSFET is a source that ejects charge carriers. It also control it also uses the gate control the flow of current. The drain also receives the charge that are ejected. So those three are the pin that are seen in the picture. So as you can see in my screen, I am showing you my circuit diagram. So what are the components? First of all, my MOSFET is IRLHM630. My V1 is a DC supply. My V2 is an AC supply. My C1, as you can see here. My C2, my capacitor 2. And CS is my bypass. So I have 5 resistors. My resistor 1, resistor 2, my drain resistor, my source resistor, and my load resistance. Those are the components of my circuit diagram. Moving on. What are the advantages? So, it could be used in either a depletion or an augmentation mode. Second, in comparison to JFET, which is a junction field effect transistor, they have a substantially greater input impedance. Third, because of the channel's reduced resistance, they have a high drain resistance. Fourth, they're not difficult to make. And last, in comparisons to JFETs, they can operate at a much faster rate. So, after the advantages, let's talk about the disadvantages of MOSFET. So the layer between both the gate and the channel in a MOSFET is extremely thin and sensitive to electrostatic damage throughout assembly. So to avoid the problem, a well-designed circuit is required. The second disadvantage in the last, MOSFETs are extremely sensitive to high voltages. They must be handled carefully during installation. So let's go the LT Spice to look at my circuit diagram. So here is my circuit diagram. As you can see, I have already put the inputs the values and also the commands. So let's just run it. Let's push run. And as you can see here, we already pushed the run button. Now we're going to add traces just like the V out. Let's add traces and choose V out. As you can see, it goes from 0 millivolts, and it will also dip in here around 65 to 70 volts millivolts. Then it also goes around 60 to 75 volts, and so on and so forth. It goes dips and goes up. Let's see about the VN. So let's remove this. Then let's add VN. So as you can see here, the first phase didn't go down just like the V out, but instead it goes up around 10 millivolts and dips around 10 millivolts, negative 10 millivolts. And the cycle continues. And that's the reading of my V in and V out. So as you can see here, the commands are easily if you put the commands, you can easily look for the values that you're looking for, just like this UPP, PPV out, just like those. So let's look at the SPICE error log to see the values that you have come up. So as you can see here, these are the values that came from the commands that you entered. For VOPP, we have 0.153917. For VIPP, we have 0.1999964. For the average, 7.69724. For the IIN, we have 1.21353E, -006. For the IOUT, we have 0.0172017. And for the AI, we have 1417.49. For the AP, by multiplying AB and AI, we get 10910.8. We also look for the T1 or T2, which is 8.34248E -005. And for the T2, we have 0.00108344. The last two are the fin and the AF, which means 1 over T2 minus T1, which equals to 999.987. And for the AF, we have ID multiplied by M1 over IS multiplied by M1, and we'll get the value of 0.999889. So those are the values that came or we got from entering these commands. These commands are very important to for faster finding the values that you are looking for. So thank you. Thank you for staying, and thank you for watching. Again, this is Christian for Asistin. God bless and stay safe.